Hello, welcome to episode 2 of our MFG Hot Topics series with myself and Rowan Williams. If you saw our video last week, you'll know we had a really good chat about the reshoring process and all things manufacturing in the UK. If you didn't, go back and check it out, and we'll drop the link in the comments below this video. So this week we're going to have a chat about the Kickstart scheme, internships, general engagement with education in the kind of manufacturing sector. The article that we're focusing on talks about the food and drink industry specifically, and that it's been able to facilitate 400 of these Kickstart placements, which really highlights the importance of these schemes and allowing people to access them across the sector. I think to start us off, Rowan, you wanted to say a few things about the scheme in general, and your thoughts on how it could help with what you're up to.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Sam. So I think the first thing we need to understand is what the scheme is. So you will have heard that it is a 6-month placement that the government is putting out, and it pays national insurance, tax, etc., and the wage for that employee, national minimum wage or living wage, depending on their age. It's for 16 to 24-year-olds at risk of long-term unemployment. And essentially it guarantees you pay for them for 25 hours a week for 6 months. Before, this was only available in groups of 30, so really only applicable to large companies that could take on 30 of these at any one point. The government then changed it so that you could go through a gateway. So there'd be companies where they pool individual roles and 2 or 3 roles together into groups of 30 plus, and then send them to the government that way. As of the 3rd of Feb, this has now changed. So it's much more accessible for small businesses who can apply directly to this with 1 or more roles directly to the government. So I've done that. The reason I've done that is because we're expanding through all the great work that we're doing with our clients. And also it's a really rewarding experience. You get to train someone, and also you get a bit of extra help. So from my perspective, really useful scheme. I know, Sam, you and I over the last few weeks have been talking about this more and more. I mean, what are you doing in terms of the Kickstart scheme?
Well, I only found out about it last week on our call. You're the one that told me that it had all changed. I looked into it in the early days, but didn't get around to applying, and I haven't applied to this version yet, and I'm going to actually look into it. I'm focusing on another internship route elsewhere at the moment, but now I know the application process has changed, I will most definitely be looking into it, because any internship, apprenticeship, placement, whatever it may be, is going to help with our business at the end of the day. I took someone on for a very short 6-week placement at the end of last summer. I'm sure he won't mind me tagging me and mentioning him in this, so he can put his comments forward too. But Andrew, it was a great boost to my business in such a short period of time, and that was facilitated through Plymouth University, which was great. So we worked on various projects together, all virtually, all over Zoom, which, yes, I was a bit skeptical at the start to see if that would actually be effective. But no, it turns out having an employee over Zoom was absolutely fine. And we still have never actually met face to face. But yeah, it was a great experience. We got loads of done. I hope Andrew got a lot out of it. As I say, I'm sure he will happily comment in the bottom of this, but it's something that all employees, I think, should at least look into, especially in the manufacturing sector, as we're trying to encourage this younger generation through into manufacturing. And I know there's a lot that we've been involved in to try and kind of push that forward, if you like. I don't know if there's anything that you wanted to add to that side of things.
Yeah, I think, look, there's 2 pandemics happening at the moment. The first one is obviously COVID, and I think the second one is an aging workforce in the UK manufacturing industry. That for me is a huge problem. We've got dedicated resources looking into this. We've got Anthony Adams, we've got Angela Lawler, and a whole host of other government and not-for-profit organizations who are working really hard at a school level to get people into the manufacturing industry, because the skills gaps are just increasing daily as the workforce is starting to age. So, getting people in top of the funnel is really important, and hopefully this Kickstart scheme will, kick manufacturers into actually going ahead and trying it out for 6 months and taking on young talent and training them.
At the end of the day, it's free, isn't it? Why
It
are you
is.
not going to
It
try
is.
it? It's a boost to both sides, and I would, as you've just said there, I'd highly recommend speaking to Anthony if you've got a chance to learn more about his careers calendar and the platform he's built. Great way to connect students, schools, and employers, enabling them to engage with kind of events and opportunities. Well worth looking into. I mean, I think we'll leave that there for this week. I don't know if there's anything to add.
No, nothing from me. I think we've covered it nicely.
Yeah, absolutely. And as normal, we'll tag everyone in here and we'll put the links up there. So if anyone's got any questions, let us know.
Thanks.
Perfect.